Hello friends, I'm Shifali Gidharwal and you're watching ConsultEase with ClearTax. This video I'm making it specifically in English language because it is more relevant to the people who are sitting outside India. So their native language will not be Hindi, which is the normal language of our channel. So in this particular video, I'll be discussing the OIDAR services. What is OIDAR services and why it is relevant? So if you are sitting outside India and you are making any supply to an unregistered person in India. So if you are making a supply to a registered person in India, it will be an import and that registered person in India will be liable to pay the GST on that particular supply. But if you are sitting outside India and you are making any supply, online supply of service, which is OIDAR, so I will be explaining what is the exact meaning of OIDAR itself. You are liable to take registration in India and you are required to do the GST compliances, you are required to pay the taxes and you are required to file a specific return which is specifically drafted for the OIDAR service provider. So why Indian government is charging the tax on OIDAR services? Because they feel that a service provider who is located in India, they will be liable to collect the tax from the buyer. But if you are doing the same services from outside India and we leave you and we don't ask you to pay any tax or charge any tax from the buyer, then the Indian service providers will be at a loss making position. So that's the reason this particular provision is inserted into the Indian taxation laws. So if you are a person sitting outside India and you are making OIDAR services, so now I will be going to explain what is the meaning of OIDAR services. So this particular term is defined under the act, so I will also read that particular definition for you so that you can better understand, and then I will explain the meaning of the definition and how to interpret that particular definition. So section 217 of IGST Act, that is Integrated Goods and Services Tax of India, it says that online information and database access and retrieval services means the services whose delivery is mediated by information technology over the internet or an electronic network in the nature of which renders their supply essentially automated and involving minimal human intervention and impossible to ensure in the absence of information technology, and includes the electronic services such as meaning it's giving some of the examples. So for example, like the advertising on the internet, like providing the cloud services, provision of ebooks, movies, music software and the other intangibles, providing data or information retrievable or otherwise to any person in electronic form, online supply of digital content like movies, television shows, music and the like, digital data storage and online gaming. So if you are providing these kind of services, there is one very important thing we need to take care of. If you are doing some kind of services where there is a human intervention, so if there is a live class, so one of your tutor or one of your teacher is sitting online and they are giving an online class, like for the example Whitehead Junior. So Whitehead Junior, they have their own teachers, although their teachers are located in India also. But let's suppose all of their teachers are located outside India and they are giving online one-to-one classes from a place outside India to the unregistered people in India. In that particular case, they will be liable to take registration in India. Now, Section 24 of CGST Act, it casts a responsibility of that OIDR service provider to take a registration in India. Either you can appoint a representative, so they will be liable to take registration and fulfill all of the compliances, or you are required to take registration directly, although in every case you will have to appoint someone in India, right? And then you will be able to make the compliances. So it is better to start a formal office and register all of your sales, that is Indian sales, from that particular office. That will be more convenient, basically. So in that particular case, they will be the Whitehead Junior example I had earlier. So they will be liable to take a registration, appoint a representative, take a registration, and pay the tax on the services they are doing to the unregistered people in India. On the other hand, if your services are to a registered person, so in a particular case like GoDaddy or say YouTube, they generally ask whether you are registered in India or not. So if they are doing the services to a registered person, they generally use their outside India registration, right? So it will be an import to that registered person and they will pay tax on the import, right? But if they are making services to an unregistered person, then they changes their address to the Indian registration and in that particular case they charge the tax themselves. So in both of the cases they do the complete compliances. So again, if you're doing an OIDR services, like you're selling some kind of advertising space into India, you're doing some kind of courses, the coaching, because nowadays this is a fashion to be a business coach, a sales coach, marketing coach. You know, people are selling their webinars like in 99 rupees or say, I mean, $10 or whatever the rate they decides. So all of those people, if they're selling to unregistered person in India, they are liable to take registration and do the compliances. So see, till the time your volumes are low, maybe the Indian authorities will not be able to know it, and they will not, you know, send you any summons and will try to control it. But if the volume will be large, then definitely you may be in the trouble if you will avoid this provision, this particular provision of Indian GST. So that was a specific video for the people who are sitting outside India and making an OIDR services to the people located in India. So if you have any confusion or problem, or if you want to, you know, discuss that whether your particular services will fall under this category or not, you can just drop a comment on this video, and then I will try to discuss it through a comment. So with this I would like to close this video. Thank you so much. अगर आप GST डिटेल में सीखना चाहते हैं तो फिर आप हमारा कोर्स उसके लिए ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। हम अपने कोर्स को अपडेट कर रहे हैं, यानी कि जो नए रिटर्न्स हैं 3B के अंदर जो चेंजेस आ रहे हैं वो सब भी हम उसके अंदर इंकॉर्पोरेट कर रहे हैं डिफरेंट सेशंस के थ्रू, और जो कुछ रिसेंट नोटिफिकेशंस आए हैं उनको भी, साथ ही जो इंपॉर्टेंट केस लॉज अभी तक चल रहे हैं उनको भी हम उसके अंदर कवर करते हैं डिफरेंट सेशंस के थ्रू। तो अगर आप डिटेल में सीखना चाहते हैं तो आप हमारा कोर्स ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। अगर आप बिगिनर हैं, स्टूडेंट हैं, आपको बहुत ज़्यादा ऑलरेडी टैक्सेशन की नॉलेज नहीं है, तो हमारे पास एक स्पेसिफिक कोर्स भी है बिगिनर्स के लिए, आप वो वाला कोर्स GST को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं।